Hey everyone, it's Marcus Brownlee here, and today we're diving into a comprehensive review of the Infinix Zero 40. This phone has been generating a lot of buzz lately, and for good reason. It promises some pretty impressive specs at a very competitive price point. So, we're gonna unpack all of that, see how it performs in real-world use, and find out if it lives up to the hype. Let's get started. Alright, first impressions matter, right? And I gotta say, the Infinix Zero 40 does not disappoint in the looks department. It's got this sleek, modern design with really slim bezels around the display, giving you that premium all-screen look. The back is glossy plastic, which might be a fingerprint magnet, but it feels surprisingly sturdy in hand. You've got your triple camera setup on the back, which we'll get into later, and an in-display fingerprint sensor, which is always nice to see at this price point. Plus, it's got IP53 water and dust resistance, so it can handle a little splash or two. Not bad at all. Now let's talk about this display because it's a real standout feature. The Infinix Zero 40 packs a 6.67-inch AMOLED display, which is already pretty impressive for a budget phone. But it gets even better. You're getting a crisp FHD plus resolution and a buttery smooth 120Hz refresh rate. That means everything from scrolling through social media to gaming looks incredibly fluid and responsive. And to top it off, it's protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 5, so you know it can handle a few bumps and scratches. Under the hood, the Infinix Zero 40 is powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 7020 processor. Now that might not be the most powerful chipset out there, but it's no slouch either. It handles everyday tasks like browsing, streaming, and social media with ease, and it can even handle some demanding games without breaking a sweat. You also get 8 GB of RAM for smooth multitasking, and a generous 256 GB of internal storage, which is plenty for all your apps, photos, and videos. And it runs on XOS 14, which is based on Android 14, so you're getting the latest software experience. Chapter 4 Camera Capabilities. Let's move on to the camera department. The Infinix Zero 40 features a triple camera setup on the back, headlined by a 108-megapixel main sensor with optical image stabilization, or OIS. That's a lot of megapixels, and it promises some pretty impressive detail and clarity in your photos. You've also got a 2-megapixel depth sensor for those portrait mode shots, and a 2-megapixel macro lens for getting up close and personal with your subjects. And for selfies, you've got a 32-megapixel front-facing camera, which should be more than enough for those high-quality self-portraits. Chapter 5, Battery Life. Now, battery life is always a crucial factor, and the Infinix Zero 40 doesn't disappoint in this department either. It packs a beefy 5,000 mAh battery, which should easily get you through a full day of use, even with heavy usage. And when it's time to recharge, it supports 45-watt fast charging, so you can juice it up pretty quickly and get back to doing what you love. Chapter 6, Connectivity and More. In terms of connectivity, the Infinix Zero 40 supports 5G networks, so you're future-proofed in that regard. It also features a USB-C port for charging and data transfer, which is pretty standard these days. Chapter 7, Price and Value. Now let's talk about the price, because this is where the Infinix Zero 40 really shines. It's priced around $250, which converts to approximately 375,000 Iraqi dinars. That's an incredible value proposition for a phone with this many features and capabilities. Chapter 8, What We Liked. So, to sum it all up, what did we like about the Infinix Zero 40? Well, for starters, that 120Hz AMOLED display is a real treat, especially at this price point. It makes everything look and feel so much smoother and more responsive. The 108-megapixel main camera with OIS is another highlight, offering the potential for some really impressive photos. And of course, you can't beat the value proposition, with a price tag that makes it accessible to a wide range of buyers. Chapter 9, What Could Be Improved? Now, no phone is perfect, and the Infinix Zero 40 does have a couple of areas where it could improve. One thing we noticed is that it lacks a microSD card slot, so you're limited to the built-in storage. And while the main camera is impressive, we found that its low-light performance could be better. Outro final thoughts. So there you have it, the Infinix Zero 40, a solid mid-range option with some impressive features and a few drawbacks. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more tech reviews. Thanks for watching.